A huge bonus was just added if you take deliveries this month. New changes to the range of the Model Y, updates on the Model 3 Ludicrous, and more. Let's get into all of it in today's video. Let's begin with a new time-sensitive rewards program just rolled out by Tesla for the month of March. A lot of you, like myself included, when I purchased my Tesla, I traded in my current vehicle. Well, if you trade in your vehicle in the month of March, you're going to get 5,000 supercharging miles. And the other side of this equation to get you 10,000 free supercharging miles is if you purchase a Tesla and you don't have a trade-in, you get another 5,000 miles. So again, for a total of 10,000, you can trade in your vehicle for 5,000 and purchase a Tesla for another 5,000. There are some limitations to this. Leases are excluded. Again, leases do not count. And this incentive applies to the Model S, X, and Y at this time. The Model 3 does not qualify. So if you are purchasing a Tesla or have a trade-in or both in March, you're going to get some free supercharging miles. If you are getting these free supercharging miles, the last limitation is these do expire 2 years after your delivery date. I'm going to take the beginning of this video to address a mistake. Now, in the past, I've talked about the new Model 3 Performance being the only car that qualifies for the IRS EV Tax Credit. As I'm sure you can guess, that is not the case. Let's get into it. So all this time, I was wondering, how does the EV Tax Credit apply to the new Model 3 Performance coming soon when it's not on the Tesla website? An easy mistake to make because it shows on the IRS website as qualifying. Well, in fact, that is for previous Model 3 Performances, but that would be an inventory vehicle. Let's talk about it. So this one's kind of an ongoing dilemma. One of the best trusted resources for Tesla news, Sawyer Merritt, with over 600 followers on X, has confirmed that the Model 3 Performance previous model is the one that qualifies, but there's more. The IRS just updated their website to reflect more EVs that qualify. Now, I'll save you the time. If you look on the IRS website, nothing has changed for Tesla. All Model Ys qualify, and still the only Model 3 that qualifies is this Model 3 Performance. Speaking of, when is that Model 3 Performance going to make its way back to the website to order? Well, we finally have a solid ETA on that, plus never before discussed confirmed features of the Model 3 Performance called Ludicrous. We're going to get into that in 1 second. The short answer on the IRS website, it says models 2023 and 2024 qualify. So this would make sense. Last year's Model 3 Performance is the one that qualifies, and then perhaps future 2024 models. That's what's on the IRS website. I'm going to follow up and put details in the comments below. So did you know that if you are purchasing a Tesla, you get 3 months full self-driving for free if you use a referral link? Mine is down below, as are the best Tesla accessories ranked by popularity by you. So make sure to purchase those accessories down below. It supports the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's get on to the next point. So did you know that the EPA has changed its requirements on the accuracy of reporting how much range an EV will get? And because of this, now Tesla has changed the Model Y's range to 279 miles. A quick point on this. Tesla, on a video that was viewed by over 1 million people on the new Model 3, addressed range and said range really depends a lot on your driving and your input into the vehicle. The harder you press that acceleration, the less range you're going to have. For the first time, we saw the new Model 3 Performance completely unwrapped with all of its features in Spain, and we noticed some new features like a new badge. A Ludicrous badge was finally leaked just days ago. This is apparently the official badge of the Model 3 Performance called Ludicrous. There's been a lot of talk about, is this called a Model 3 Performance or is this called a Model 3 Ludicrous? Well, no matter what you call it, now there's a new badge and new features like this as well. 2 motors are now confirmed, not 3 like initially was rumored. 2 new motors will be in this new Model 3 Performance and a new suspension as well. This is said to give you less than a 3-second 0 to 60. This is pretty cool. 618 horsepower. That is the new reported performance of this new Model 3, in addition to a new Panasonic battery pack. This is important because that could mean this battery pack potentially could be manufactured here in North America, thusly fully qualifying it for the EV tax credit. A new ETA is here. This vehicle is apparently just months away. The rumored delivery date begins May 2024, just in a few months. The big question Tesla fans are wondering is, when is this going to arrive? Well, we just said the ETA rumors are May 2024. And then question number 2, if it's coming in May, is it going to come to North America? Or are we going to be told that and then later on see that it only is arriving in Shanghai or Berlin and other countries than the United States? Did you know that apparently this is going to arrive in both markets, China and the US, simultaneously? Yes, it's being reported. A dual introduction of this new Model 3 Performance at the same time in May in China and in the States. You might have missed this, but it applies to the Model 3. Did you know that Tesla actually makes their own seats? Yes, on the 2024 refresh, Tesla, on their video about the Model 3, explains their newly uniquely designed seats.
Our seats, while most like ventilated seats can barely just keep you at the temperature that you sit down in, ours actually wick temperature away from you. When you sit on them, you actually feel yourself getting cooler. And that's integrated into the...
And pretty quickly, too.
Yeah, pretty quickly, too. Yeah, almost twice as fast as most companies do. So that's a pretty cool feature, and I really like that it's integrated with the HVAC. And so, like, if you're putting the AC on, it knows you want it, it cools you down. And we're trying to really make it like the least amount of input that you could have.
So I would expect that the Model 3 Performance, the new bucket seats that we've seen leak online, may have their own in-house designed seat as well. So time will tell, but new information on your Model 3 coming soon. 10,000 free supercharging miles, changes to the range of the Model Y, updates on motors and new features for that Model 3, and now finally a new timeline. So make sure to subscribe, join the community. 13,000 of you have already subscribed. I very much thank you for that. And make sure to drop a like so I know that you liked this video. And as always, it's Matt from Frunk to Trunk. We will see you in the next video.